Funny how a lot of thoughts are going through my head now. Was this the right path for me? How do I get better? When do I get better? How do I start? All these are actually valid questions in the long run, and with time shall be answered. The journey isn't a sprint race, rather a marathon. Guess we just have to wait till the end. Hi guys, my name is Tosin. I'm a UI designer from Lagos, Nigeria. So today I'm actually going to be sharing with you how I actually became a UI UX designer and the pattern we actually followed through to actually scale up and become a UI designer in general. So if you're actually interested in a topic like this, I would actually recommend you stick to the end of the video because I'll actually be discussing in details things that will actually help you get better at what you actually venture into or what you're actually into in general. So with that, let's go into it. The first step I actually recommended to you is actually an introductory course into what you actually want to do. So I'll actually be linking down in the description some courses you can actually take into becoming a UI UX designer, what you actually entails, what your day-to-day activities actually look like, so you know what you actually venture into. A building foundation for you to actually understand what UI UX is all about. So UI UX simply has to do with user interface, user experience design. It actually has to do with how people actually interact with an application all the way from mobile to web and how they actually feel after using such application. So the second thing I actually recommend to you is to what? Start designing. Start designing now, not just consuming content. You watch YouTube tutorials, you watch a lot of videos on how to actually achieve a lot of things. So you are just consuming content rather than just consuming content alone. Try implementing what you've actually watched into physical visual representation. Consuming content is good, I won't say that's bad, but try to do what you've actually watched. Design, the only way you get better at doing something is by doing it rather. So you only get better at designing by doing design, like I usually say. So try to design. I think I've heard a few people saying something about trying to copy. You're not really copying. Is more like there's nothing new. Is more of you seeing something and trying to make it better than what it is. So if you see a design that you actually like, critically look at it and try to replicate it, and if you feel there are things that can be improved on it, then go for it. The next point we'll actually be looking at now is what? Try to do something every day. Don't do something now then wait for next week to do another thing, or wait for 3 days to do another thing. Try to do something at least every day. So there is this challenge that's going on presently, or I know about it, 100 days of design challenge. So each day they give you a minimal task for you to do. So try to replicate or try to do those tasks every day. The more you do it, the more confident you are about your designs. And your first design is not going to be your best design. Your first design is going to be horrible, I won't lie to you, but each day that passes by you get better at it. Your first design is never going to be your best design. Do something every day, no matter how small it is, even though it's creating a card, creating a navigation bar, creating a landing page, creating a button, whatever it is. Try doing something every day. So do something every day so you get better at it. Do design to get better at design. Don't just consume content. Try to replicate whatever you've watched and you get better. So the next point we'll be looking at here is share design. So sharing the design might not be all that easy because of a lot of people might be scared about how people perceive my design. My design is not so good at all. So the whole point is not just about trying to make your design so good initially. Yeah, you're trying to make it better, but share your design so that people can give you critical feedback. And likewise, when you see other people's design, give critical feedback and try to say something that will actually improve the design, not to bring the person down, but actually to make the person a better designer. So also likewise, people are actually trying to give you critical feedback on your designs and making you understand, okay, this is possible, this is not possible, this has been done but it can be done this way. So share your design so people actually know what you actually into, understand your challenges and help you get better. So you only get better in doing something by getting feedback. So you only get feedback by sharing your design. So share your design, put yourself out there. It might be scary initially, but try as much as possible to at least share your design. It might not be everything you design you share out, but try to put out as much as possible to get feedback from people. So the next step I'm actually recommending to you is what? Try to take on full projects this time around. So put a description to a website where you can actually get description for projects where you can actually try to experiment. So dive into the process of trying to complete a project. I'm not saying you will complete everything, but try to complete it so you understand what the day-to-day activities of you going into that particular role will look like. To actually open your mindset into understanding what your day-to-day activities might actually look like. So you'll be exposed to wireframes, user personnel, empathy map, prototyping, font, colors, and all that. You actually be more exposed to projects. So I won't say all your projects will actually be completed, because of I've started a lot of projects and I never finished, and there's some actually finished. So it's just basically opening your mindset to actually knowing the possibility of things that can actually be achieved, and to actually show you actually have this process of, okay, I went through this thing, I did this and I achieved this. This was the process, or this was the route in which I took. Try to complete the project at least. Start it so you understand what it actually entails for you to actually venture into that line of work. And the next thing is what? Keep learning. You can never stop learning. The journey is a learning curve. You keep learning every time. You never stop learning, because of it is the tech space. The tech space keeps evolving, and likewise things are changing. So you always be learning. It's always a learning process. Keep learning, keep trying to get better. Watch other content creators. Try to watch content on what you're actually trying to learn. Other content creators are actually putting out things also. Keep watching, keep trying to get better at whatever you're doing, because of you can never ever stop learning. The day you decide to stop learning, the day your creativity decides to start disintegrating. So keep learning, keep watching content, keep practicing what you're doing, and you get better at it. If this video was actually helpful to you, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. So in subsequent times I'll be dropping videos related to UI UX design, related in general. So if you actually have something you actually want to hear from me, don't forget to reach out to me. Drop it in the comment section below. I'll try as much as possible to get back to you in the shortest time possible. I'll drop a contact information in the description below for you to reach out to me, and I'll love to hear from you. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Till next time, bye for now.